What is up, guys? It's Brillymister here and welcome to today's video. If you do enjoy the video, then don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment and subscribe, and hit all the links up down below to Twitch and Discord. Enjoy the video. What is up, everybody, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be an AFK money making guide for Gregorovic. I recently did a loop from 10 hours of AFK Greg, and there was lots and lots of comments on there requesting that I made a guide showing the method that I was using to be able to do it. I've been doing loads and loads of it still consistently since then because it's just such an awesome AFK money making method, and it's also semi-decent XP. I get like 350k attack XP an hour, so it's also kind of okay XP per hour as well. So anyway, I thought I'd make this video just to showcase the method that I was using and what I've basically been doing to AFK it. Hope you guys enjoy the video and find it useful. So firstly now we will move on to the requirements, and there are some fairly steep requirements for this. I mean, it is a fairly, like, the hardest one of the God Wars Dungeon 2 bosses. So you can't expect to just rock up in Bandos and Chaotix and be fine. So you're going to want at least 95 plus in your combat stats, 97 plus Herblore. This is for Holy Overloads. However, if you do have Supreme or Elder Overloads, you know that will speed things up and make it a little bit easier as well. 95 plus Prayer. This is just for the Turmoil Curse. You can probably get away with doing it with the tier 70 normal Prayer, but you're probably going to want 95 plus Prayer for this. I'm personally using the tier 99 Prayers. The last requirement that is a dead set requirement is either Irrit Incense Sticks to cancel out any of the poison, or having the Venom Blood perk on your armour. I choose to have the Venom Blood perk on my armour as I got it as a combination with biting anyway. And there is one more requirement which is not really a requirement, but it is kind of helpful, and that is to have the Persistent Rage Relic and the Luck of the Dwarves Relic, just to boost your chance of getting a drop. And then the Persistent Rage one just means your adrenaline doesn't drop between kills, so you can always start the next kill with a Devotion or something like that. So it really does help, even though it's not necessarily a requirement. So next up is the equipment or the gear that I'm going to be using, and we're going to start off with full custom fit trimmed masterwork. See, I did warn you guys that the requirements were going to be fairly high for this. I also use the Enhanced Devoted perk on here, as it also helps massively reduce the incoming damage that you have. And like I said earlier, the Venom Blood perk is one I personally use. If you don't have Venom Blood, you just need to take Irrit Incense Sticks in your inventory and that will do the same thing. Noxious Scythe, you can use a Dragon Rider Lance, but a Noxious Scythe is substantially better. And you need this for the extra range, so you don't ever go into melee distance as long as you turn Run Off. You'll stay one square away and he'll only ever use ranged attacks. So it helps minimise the fact that you're having to deal with two different combat styles of damage incoming. Amulet of Souls is also nice, as it again reduces the amount of damage you're going to take by 10%, gives you a little boost to your protection prayers. Ring of Death, you know, just in case you AFK a little bit too hard. There have been a couple of times where I've like gone to the toilet or something and I've come back and I've been teleported out by my Ring of Death. But like I said, it's fairly AFK as long as you don't go to the toilet. Then also Vampirism Scrimshaw. This is pretty much a must in here. This is where a vast majority of your healing comes from. And then last but not least, Cinderbane Gloves. These are not technically required, but they will help boost your DPS, as Gregorovic is poisonable. So when used in combination with a weapon poison +++, it will massively increase your DPS over time, and over a few hours it will add up to a few extra kills, which is awesome. So your inventory is something that you're probably going to want to customise and slightly change around to your own personal needs over time. This is personally what I've kind of settled on and I've been rolling with for a while now, and it's working really well for me. So you want to use Holy, Supreme or Elder Overloads. I'm using Elder Overloads because that's what I had the most of in my bank, and it does slightly speed up my kill time, which is awesome. You want to take a load of Super Restores just to help get your prayer or keep your prayer up. So you don't ever end up like smiting yourself out and then getting absolutely smacked, because as soon as your prayer drops, it's gonna hurt. Weapon Poison +++, or even just a ++. It stacks nicely with your Cinderbane Gloves to give you that nice extra bit of DPS, which will definitely speed up your kill times over the course of an hour. Then I use an Enhanced Excalibur. This is just for a little bit of healing. I mean, I don't really ever need the sharks that much, so the Enhanced Excalibur's there for main times that you need healing, every time your hit points get low. The Ancient Elven Ritual Shard is there just again to save you a bit of money over time with Super Restores, and it also saves you a couple of inventory spaces as you don't need to take quite as many Super Restores. Other than that, I just have some emergency food in my inventory. Most of the time you won't need to use this, but it's nice to have it there and not need it, rather than not bring it and end up needing it and having to spend your whole time teleporting in and out, getting more food, which kind of makes it then not AFK anymore, basically. But like I said, most of the time you won't need this. So next we move on to the action bar, which when combined with turning your run off is pretty much the most important thing here to making this very, very AFK. If you have your run turned off, you will never run into melee distance whilst using the scythe. You'll always stay 1 square way in scythe range. This isn't to say that you'll never end up in melee distance. Sometimes he will summon a shadow in melee distance of you and then do his teleporty attack thing to it, and then you will take a few melee hits, but it's usually nothing to worry about. So for my action bar, I like to have Devotion right at the start. This helps just minimise a massive amount of damage coming in when you proc this whenever it comes off cooldown, followed by some of the high damaging AoE abilities like Hurricane, Cleave and Quake. Debilitate is a little bit further down the action bar, so it sort of alternates itself between Devotion and Debilitate, and then after that it's a little bit less important. I kind of put Sacrifice right on the end, Slaughter and Meteor Strike just if I have a massive build up of adrenaline. But you can customise these end few to your needs over time depending on what you like in there. So on screen now I'm going to showcase to you guys basically a full kill here, and the fact that you literally do not have to click. I've made it almost like a worst case scenario as well. I'm using a legendary pet. You could use a Ripper Demon if you want to speed up your kills a little bit, but I personally prefer a legendary pet because it picks up my loot and makes it that little bit more AFK. I'm also not using any kind of aura. I could have, popped a Vampirism aura or something like that to make it look easier than it is, but I'm using no aura here. In fact, my personal favourite aura to use here normally is Dark Magic, because it does speed up the kills a little bit without increasing your damage like you would if you had a Zerk aura. Penance is also pretty good, and obviously Vampirism is good, but you don't really need to worry about your health in the first place to need Vampirism. It just means that you really don't ever need to have to worry about your health if you have Vampirism on. So as you can see on screen now, I literally just do not have to click. I can just stand here and wait for it to basically die. When I'm using sort of no aura like this and a legendary pet, my times kind of are around the 1 minute 30 per kill, which is not too bad. It's not rapid, but it's not slow by any means. If I do it with Dark Magic and a Ripper Demon, they're between 1 minute 10 and 1 minute 20, so it does speed it up and it will get a little bit more money per hour, but I prefer the AFK of having a legendary pet. It makes your life really nice, easy and chill. And as you can see now, it is already almost dead, and I've literally not had to click on a single bit of food or anything like that. All you need to do is occasionally drink a prayer potion, basically. It's very, very easy. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope this video has helped explain how I've been doing AFK Greg, and I really hope it does help you be able to AFK Greg for some really decent money and also some okay XP as well if you want to in the future. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for all my future content. There are, as always, links in the description down below to my Twitch and Discord. I try and stream on Twitch at least a couple of times a week. So until next time guys, see ya.